You are now listening to Universally Controversial.
All right, we're back with another episode of Universally Controversial. And as you see, I have a special guest in the house today. The beautiful, lovely Miss Cindy, my wife, the love of my life, the mother of my children. She's here on behalf of the ladies. But y'all still gonna lose. All right, so today we're gonna be talking about relationships and marriages. Some of y'all ain't got no marriages, so we're gonna be talking about y'all ain't shit baby daddies and baby mamas. All right, so the first topic we're gonna get into today is, what do women want in a man?
Ooh, man. What do women want in a man? Well,
A nigga with money.
it's not. Yeah, we all want someone who can support you, but
Support.
you want a man who supports you. You want a man who's gonna take care of your needs. Someone who's gonna understand you. Someone's gonna be there for you. Let's just say a stand-up guy, a good person.
Guy. I think all us fellas
Not a
are
fuck
stand-up
boy.
guys.
Women don't want fuck boys.
Ain't no such thing as a fuck boy. Fuck girls is what y'all got.
But no,
Y'all want somebody to support you. Who gonna support me?
a sugar mama.
See, I gotta have a sugar mama, but just the regular man that works at McDonald's gotta be able to support you, is what you're saying.
No, not really.
That's what you're saying.
It depends on every woman, I guess. You know, everyone has different needs.
All y'all women are the same.
No,
Y'all
we're
all want
not.
support.
No,
Y'all
we're
all
not.
want a nigga to rub your back, cook, clean. We gotta be Cinderella,
And what do we gotta be?
Cruella.
Oh my god.
That's what y'all is. Treating y'all the stepmama, treating us like we ain't shit.
Yeah, okay.
All these good, wholesome men out here. Y'all want us to support. Y'all want us to support y'all. Y'all want, for the women that got kids, y'all want us to take into your badass kids from your baby daddy that ain't shit. So he got to not be shit, but I got to be a whole something, right? And then y'all want us to cook, clean, be able to fix the car, mount the TV, and what are you doing?
Everything.
Not a goddamn thing. I'm barely working.
Oh god. Well, now barely anyone's working because of all this shit going on.
Y'all on
but-
quarantine, unemployed, and still ain't throwing that ass back. All right. Somebody asked me, what if, like, say you like somebody, but then they make you feel undesirable. If you feel undesirable by someone, then you should probably leave that relationship. But if you're single and you've been searching for people, and like you're just not anyone's cup of tea, it seems, then maybe you should look at how you're approaching people, like your demeanor, because you have to be confident. Nobody likes like a pussy. Like nobody likes that. Like nobody likes a dude that's gonna be scared to talk to people, to chicks, or if you gay dudes or whatever. Like nobody wants somebody that's gonna be scared, unless they're approaching you. Then it's okay for you to be shy. Like women always acting shy, and then when y'all get together, she smack you upside the head. The motherfuckers they act shy until they get the keys to the house. That's why until you ready to move in with somebody, don't even tell them where you live. Don't be letting them come over your house. Don't be cooking for these women, fellas. Don't be cooking for them.
They're gonna show up at your house.
No, take them to Whataburger
Whataburger.
or Burger King.
Man,
Let them get them rat burgers.
what? Have it your way on the first date?
Yep, she can have it her way. She can supersize it. So what do you think? If someone feels undesirable, have you ever felt undesirable to someone?
Not undesirable, just, I don't know. I've never felt undesirable, but there comes a time where
Of course you haven't, nigga. I've been wanting you since day one.
You're right. But not undesirable, but I feel like at some point in a relationship, people start to feel insecure. And it could be a number of things. It could be like overthinking. Let's just say that you've been on Instagram too much and you've seen all these Instagram models and you're like, oh man, I done gained a few pounds and I can't seem to keep it off and I don't know what to do. Does he still like me? You know, all women are like that. Ladies, don't lie. You know you are. But I feel like that's just I feel like it's more of an I don't know. To me, it's more of an insecurity, not undesirable.
So to me, I personally, when you said the whole, like, you looking at Instagram models, but I don't even follow Instagram models on my social media.
I mean, but it's not even like we follow Instagram models. It's
so
more
you putting
of like,
that in your own head.
I feel like we do it to ourselves more than anything.
Because I don't follow, like, me personally, I don't follow anybody that's not gonna like my pictures. I'm petty. If your followers to follow the ratio is too insignificant, like if you got 7,000 followers and you only following like 300, I'm not gonna follow you. I'm sorry. I'm petty.
I mean, if you look at like, they have a lot of boutiques online to where they got like Fashion Nova and all like what's that that swimsuit? What's her name? Drea, whatever her name is. I don't know.
I don't know why you asking me. I don't wear no swimsuits.
Anyway, it's like a swimsuit thing. I know I follow it. I used to follow Fashion Nova. I unfollowed them because they be talking about like fucking stimulus checks, discounts, and all this shit in your text messages.
Fashion Nova be in my DMs, dog. And I ain't never bought nothing from Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova stay in my text messages. They text me more than this motherfucker do.
But no, like I don't know. I just feel like women, like, we get caught up in our own thoughts about like just how we are, like, in general. Like, at least, like, you know, like, I like it. Like, after you have kids, like, you don't feel comfortable, or it's not even that. It could just be like, you know, like, you're not in a good headspace, so you start to like overthink everything, and like, I don't know, just like everybody goes through it, you know.
And fellas, if you ever put your woman down because of her body after she done had kids, you ain't shit. I just want you to know that.
That's true.
I've never put any woman down after they've had kids, because I know it. However, women, if your baby is in school, there's no excuse. If your baby can talk and read the cereal box, there is no excuse for the baby weight. That ain't baby weight. That's toddler weight. And you too old. The baby too old. If the baby can go in there and fix his own bowl of cereal, it's time for you to get your fat ass in the gym.
No, but like, yeah, after women, because I know after I had our second daughter, Callie. I mean, everybody knows her, but anyway, after I had her, like, I was doing good. Like, I was, you know, after like they cleared me from the doctors, I went back to work, and you know, I did the whole keto thing, and I was so motivated, and I was losing all this weight, and then, you know, shit happens, and then you just like lose motivation, and you stop going, and you know. But anyway.
Yeah, the quarantine happened to me.
But like, no, I feel like for ladies, at least in my personal experience, I can't speak for all women, but I just feel like you just like lose touch of yourself, and you start questioning everything. And you just like, does he still love me? Does he still think I'm attractive? You know, stuff like that. I mean, back to the question though, I've never felt undesirable, because, you know,
I felt undesirable. I've been in a few relationships myself, and I've been done dirty quite a few times. I mean, I may put on this facade like I'm GQ, but in reality, your boy done got done dirty by these hoes out here. That's why I stopped loving them, because they ain't loyal. Chris Brown said it the best. But you feel undesirable, it's just, if that person is making you feel undesirable, it is time for you to walk away. Because life is too short. In the past like 3-4 years, I've realized life is too short for you to be hanging around people that do not give a fuck about your well-being or like your happiness. Or it's like, surround yourself with the people that actually care about you, that want you in their life. If you don't feel desirable to one person, there's gonna be like 5 people that want you around. And if it's a relationship, if that one person doesn't make you feel desirable or make you feel wanted, I guarantee you, I have a firm belief that there's someone out there for everyone. At least one person out there for everyone. There may be 2, 3 like 75 people that actually want you, but there's at least one person that wants you. Next question. If there's a mutual interest between the two, like say y'all are talking and y'all are just friends and y'all just speaking casual, but it's obvious that y'all feeling each other, who should make the first move? Now, ladies, I know y'all gonna say that it should always be the fella, right? It should always be the guy. I don't know why she over here shaking her head, because she ain't make no moves. Let me tell y'all the story of how we first started dating.
Why do we gotta bring this up?
Let me tell y'all the story. So it was my junior year, her freshman year. I don't want to hear no pedophile comments. I was 16. Calm down. And so we were in computer class together. What was it called? BCIS. We was in BCIS, business computer, whatever. And we used to sit next to each other. We sat right next to each other. It was me, Cindy, and my friend Jennifer, who was the same grade as me. And me and Jennifer knew each other, but Cindy didn't know either of us. We just sat next to each other, and we became like
that was
friends.
Fresh meat.
Yeah, I guess, whatever. And me and Jennifer used to argue all the time, like all the time. All we did was argue. All we did was talk shit back and forth, argue back and forth. Like she had her opinion, I had my opinion, and we would always be like, Cindy, what do you think? And Cindy would just be like, I don't know, and giggle. Like she was like, I don't know, ha 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 ha. That's all she did the entire class, the entire time that when I first met her. And you know how when you typing, whenever you're doing anything, right? And you can feel someone staring at you. That was this one right here. Staring a hole through the side of my fucking head. And I was young and stupid, so I didn't pick up on the signs. But I'd always be on my computer typing, minding my own business, a good little student that I was. And then, and I could feel her staring at me. And every time I would look, she'd look at her computer. I'd be like, okay, she's weird. And then I remember, it was my mom was in the hospital and my cousin was picking me up from school. And so me and my sister were outside. So it's unusual because we usually rode the bus. And my cousin was outside. We're waiting on my cousin. Me and my sister were outside waiting on my cousin to pick us up. And I saw Cindy, she didn't see me, but I saw her. And then I told my sister, I was like, Charlene, see that girl over there? She always staring at me. And I was like she always staring at me all the time. And my sister was like, nigga, she like you, duh. And a light bulb went off in my head. I told you I was young and stupid. I didn't pick up on those signs. And light bulb went off in my head. And I was like, oh, shit. And I started looking at her in a totally different light. I was like, well, she is kind of cute. And then I went and talked to her. I started, flirting on, putting my little game that I thought I had. Mind you, this is the year after I got my heart broken, after the heartbreak that I told you about a couple episodes ago. So, I don't give a fuck about nothing at this point. I don't give a fuck if she liked the pickup lines. If they work, they work. If they don't, I'm moving on to the next. Now, this is where the whole making the first move comes in. So I made the first move, right? We dated. This is how dirty this fool did me. This is how dirty she did me, right? So it was Easter. Easter just passed, right?
Friday.
It was Good Friday. We was dating. We dated for like a week, right? We was dating for a few days. Good Friday come around. We come back Monday. So we had a 3-day weekend, right? Come back Monday. And this nigga done forgot we was dating. Done forgot the whole relationship. When I tell you my ego was all right. I told you I just got my heart broken the year prior to this. And my ego was already fragile. She just
I stomped on it.
Stomped my shit into the dirt. And I was like, she gave me this bracelet with her name on it. It was like a little homemade bracelet, handmade bracelet. And I just took that shit and threw it. I was like, fuck this. And I took off. I was crying down the hallway. I wasn't crying, but I was mad and I left. And I didn't speak to her. I didn't speak to her for a hot little minute. And it was awkward because we sat next to each other in class.
It was.
And then she was like, oh, I want to be together and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, if you want to be together, you got to make the first move. You got to ask me out.
And I did. It took a minute, but I did.
We sat in the hallway for 10 minutes. all for her to say the words, "Will you go with me?" This is how childish. You think about it now. It's super childish. Super childish. Super fucking childish. But like we sat in the hall. It was after school. I almost missed my goddamn bus.
It wasn't after school. It was right before the last period of it.
Oh, right before last period.
Yeah.
But still, all for her to say, "Will you go with me?" And I was just like, I guess. Guess I'll give you another shot after doing me.
And I was
so
late to class too.
She was late to class.
Hella late. I was like, oh, I had something to do.
Yeah, shit to
do.
So I feel like the lady should make the first move. It shows confidence, and it makes the man feel desirable. Just like we just got done talking about that. It makes the man feel desirable. Because women, I think more women need to know what it feels like to be rejected. I feel like not enough women know what it feels like to be legit rejected. Like you go up to a dude and be like, "Hey, I'm feeling you. Can I get your number?" And he'd be like, "I got a girlfriend." And not even have a girlfriend, just be lying because he don't want to talk to you. You need to feel that rejection. Or you just be like, "Oh, I don't give up my number." You know, all the bullshit lies that y'all women be giving. Like, or mean mugging. Like, y'all need to feel that type of rejection. But y'all don't understand why dudes keep coming back. It's because we done been rejected so many times. Like, you already know at this point, all she can say is no. And if she say no, I'm not gonna die. Just move on to the next. There's more beautiful women in the world.
Yeah.
Halle Berry ain't the only fine woman in the world.
Oh my God. What about Kelly Rowland?
I mean, there's only one Kelly Rowland.
But no, you're
I
right.
seen her at Coachella and almost fainted myself. She was fine, boy. God damn, Kelly Rowland's so fine. In person, whew, I was working, but I was ready to become a fan.
No, you make a good point. I feel like ladies, we should step up, make the first move. Don't be scared, like you said. I think that kind of experience humbles you. Because you'd be thinking you hot shit. You're like, oh, I'm fine. I can get any dude I want, blah, blah, blah. And as soon as you be like, hey, can I get your number? And they'd be like, nah, I'm good. And you'd be like, damn, I guess I ain't that good looking. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, rejection don't make, because you don't have to be ugly. Nobody has to tell you ugly for you to feel ugly. Rejection will make you feel ugly.
I'm coming anyway.
You were because I've never been told I was ugly. Never. I've been told I was ugly one time, but that was by a hater, so I didn't even count that. It was by Arabia, and if she listening to this, we both know you was
just
lying.
Put it out there like that.
Because we used to always fight. We used to always she was a grade under me, 2 grades under me, and we used to just always fight. Always fight. And she was like, "You ugly." Okay, I know you lying now. I ain't never been ugly a day in my life. Have you seen me lately? But someone lying to you, a chick gave me the wrong number one time. And this is I was ashamed that I didn't realize it off the back. But the moment I got alone and looked at the number, I was like, oh, this bitch played me. Because I'm from Houston, right? And when I was younger, we all know Mike Jones, right? 281-330-8004, right? Hit Mike Jones up on the low. And I was in the 8th grade. I was in the 8th grade and I asked a girl for her number. And that's the number she gave me. And I didn't think about it. I was like, man, this girl fine. I'm about to hit her up when I get home. I got off to, down the hallway to myself. And I was like, I looked at this. I was like, this shit look hella familiar. Started saying it in my head, said it over and over. Then the rhyme came in. And I was like, this motherfucker done played me like a goddamn fiddle.
You got played.
And then that makes you feel ugly. You feel God damn, I'm so ugly. This bitch gave me a fake number. And not even just a number she made up. Mike Jones's number. Oh God. I told you I done been done dirty quite a few times.
Yeah, I feel like ladies should.
I'm surprised I ain't never punched no woman yet.
Oh my God. Equal rights, equal lives.
Equal rights, equal fights, you feel me?
No. I feel like, women should make the first move, especially if you're interested and you see signs of him trying, like, like constantly talking to you, or like, doing all that cute shit, the honeymoon phase shit, whatever. I feel like ladies, just give in. Just
pay for the dates.
Yes,
God
don't
damn.
pay for the date. Take turns paying for the date, because we used
This
to
a
do
real
that.
one. This a real one. She was whining and dining me. She was trying to get in these
We
draws.
used to do that whenever he'd come home on like leave or whatever, and we'd like go to the movies, and like he'd pay for one, or if we go out to eat, he'd be like, no. I would always, this is one thing I always did when he came home, and I always
Throw
go
it
see
back.
him. Well, besides that, I would always, because he was you were in California or North Carolina, wherever where you was at that time.
I got the Rona.
Oh God. He would, this is one thing. All people who from Texas and don't live in Texas know that you miss Whataburger, and the first stop when you get to Texas gotta be Whataburger.
Gotta be.
So I would like meet him up or whatever. I would get him breakfast. The honey butter chicken biscuit with some the tater tots or whatever they give,
That's
and
when
that
I knew
orange
she was
juice.
the one.
And I'd always get him that. And then one time I met him up and I bought him some Shipley's. Yeah.
Them two things I need in my life: Shipley's and Whataburger.
After being away for so long, like ladies, don't be afraid to like make the first move. Like don't let rejection stop you.
Yeah, dudes get
Because
rejected
you know
all the
what,
time.
the dude that you don't want to give your number to could be the one for you, and you
Facts.
don't know it.
Oh, and don't even get me started on y'all's high standards.
Oh,
Like a guy can't be too short for you, or
he gotta be over 6 feet.
he
Light
gotta have a
skin.
beard. He gotta have tattoos. You
So
know
they
how
gotta date someone like
ridiculous that
Marcus.
sounds? Yeah, you gotta be tall and fucking and have good genes like Marcus.
No, but ladies, I feel like ladies, we do set our standards too high sometimes.
Way too high.
Way too high.
First off, everybody, I can't grow a beard. Not for lack of trying, but it's just I'm not allowed to.
No,
I don't have a bunch of visible tattoos. I mean, obviously I'm spoken for now, but I'm saying if I was on the market, like I don't have a bunch of visible tattoos. And this chick was like, she want a man that can fuck 6 times a day. Bitch, he clearly don't have a job at all. If he can have sex 6 times a day.
I mean, that
she
would
did
be
say he was
nice.
a drug dealer though.
Oh God, so he always got time.
That nigga always got time. He gonna have a lot of time when he gets shot up.
But no, like I feel like we do set our standards too high, and I would say, I mean, everybody got their own standards, but I feel like if you're just being like superficial, like he gotta be light skinned, or he gotta have nice teeth, or he gotta have a beard.
I agree with the nice
Well,
teeth.
nice teeth, yeah. He can't
'cause
have jacked up teeth, looking like
If
he
you roll
eating no
around here with
grenades.
like fucking with your teeth throwing up gang signs, then I can't fuck with you.
No, like, I mean, you gotta, like, if you meet someone that's good, like, that's a good person, like, they show, like, good character traits, like, they're good looking. I mean, not all guys are good looking, but what if he make you laugh? Like, that's one of the things that some females be like, oh, I want him to make me laugh, and
that's when they friend zone him.
yeah. Oh, he's just my friend. Bitch.
He make me laugh so he can make me laugh when my nigga cheating on me. When I need somebody to cheer me up.
Hey, yo, what you doing?
You can make me laugh, but he can make my toes curl.
No, like.
He may be smacking me up against the wall, but that dick fire. I swear y'all women are ridiculous.
Oh,
Y'all
man.
be think like y'all standards for what the shit y'all put up with is ridiculous. Like I remember talking to a chick, and she used to always tell me about how a dude cheat on her. Always telling me about her dude cheat on her. And I was like, so why are you still with him? And she was like, to be honest, the dick fire. And I was like, all right, bitch, we done talking.
That's not a good
Now
reason
she
to
gay,
stay, but
or she say she gay.
that's
One
not a
of
good
the
reason
one of
to
the like
stay.
one of the two. She play gay.
But no, I feel like, yeah, the standards are a little too high. I mean, I feel like it depends on the person as well, because, I mean, you got to meet someone who compliments you, not someone who is exactly like you. Because I feel like if someone is I mean, they could be exactly like you, but I feel like they also got to compliment you. Like, you don't got to always like the same things. You don't always got to like to do the same things. You don't have to do the same things that he got to like to do or whatever, but... Just choose the one that's for you. Don't be letting your little female friends be like, oh, girl, he ain't shit and all this other shit. Like, no. Cause they ain't
Just
gonna
because
marry
he cheat on you 17 times, don't mean he ain't the one for you. Everybody makes mistakes.
17 times is a little too much.
I mean, he was dipping his feet in the water.
Well, he should have did that if we got in a relationship.
I mean,
But
sometimes you don't know what you miss until it's gone. You didn't know you love the streets until the streets weren't around no more.
But no, like just make that move. Like if you find someone that you like and you dig in and you like their vibe, just go for it. Don't let that shit hold you back, because you're gonna end up lonely. You're gonna miss your chance. You pass this dude up in your DMs and next thing you know, he with your friend and they get married. And what you doing? The bridesmaid. At the fucking wedding.
That's true.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. Like, don't miss that train, girl.
I don't know. I just stopped asking motherfuckers. Stop asking motherfuckers out. You want to be my girlfriend? No. You trying to fuck?
Everybody down to do that. They just don't admit it.
Oh yeah, y'all women out here, y'all down to fuck.
Ladies,
Y'all be
your
trying to
fakes,
throw that
come
ass
on.
back, boy.
Girls need love too.
Shit.
Y'all heard that?
I don't need no love. Love is what be having y'all fucked up now. Keying niggas' cars and shit.
Dropping a PlayStation off. I read that shit yesterday. Somebody posted a question on Instagram. Talking about what's the worst thing you did in a relationship. Somebody got mad at their boyfriend. And they dropped the PlayStation from the top of the stairs.
I drop your ass from the top of the
Man.
stairs.
You gonna waste a whole $500. That's $500.
Throw my PlayStation, you better follow it. Slip and slide your ass right out the front door, because you gone. I don't need that kind of toxicity in my life.
That's toxic. That is toxic.
All right, next topic is, how do you keep the spark alive? How do you keep the spark alive? You better eat that ass.
Light a match on your ass.
Keep the spark alive. What's the spark?
Oh,
I don't understand what the spark is.
That thing that draws to you, that draws you to someone like at the beginning of a relationship.
That ass.
I mean, it's always gonna be there, but
I didn't approach you because I felt you had a dazzling personality. That's not why I talk to a woman. Like, that's not why I walk up to a woman. I'm like, damn, I bet her personality real nice. I'm like, nah, that ass is fat.
But then you start talking to them and they sound.
Then you start talking to me like, ooh, process of elimination. Should have done natural selection with your dumb ass.
How does keep
Your mama should have swallowed.
Oh my god, that's an insult.
I don't know, some people out here just taking up space.
How to keep the spark alive? I feel like you just gotta do the things that you used to do to like dazzle her. Like if you used to
Dazzle?
Oh Jesus.
What do you mean,
Like
backflips and shit?
No, not that.
Like the circus?
Like let's just say that you and your significant other always went on like a date. Not like don't go on like when you have kids, you can go on a date every week. Hell no, ain't no way. But anyway, like make time, like make time for each other, like surprise her, like be like, hey, I made plans. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that.
Nigga, I ain't got time for that. That's when you sit. That's when y'all laying in bed at night and you like, hey, you want to go to the movies?
I don't know, like just keep
Let's
sparking.
order a
up.
red box.
Just keep it up. Like don't.
Nah, so you can't get super late. You can't stop doing everything.
That's true. Like just
You can't, like, if you was out here giving back rubs and foot rubs and now you're not doing none of that, or you was cooking and that's why you don't tell them you can cook. You ain't never got that expectation. This motherfucker want me to cook all the time.
Hey, come on a break.
I know I'd be throwing it down up in the kitchen, but yeah, you can't stop doing everything. And kids cannot be your excuse. Kids cannot be your excuse, because when we first had Catalea, we took Catalea with us everywhere. Everywhere. We still went out to eat. We went to the movies with Catalea. Even when Callie was born.
Yep.
When Callie was born, we took them to baseball games. We took them to movies. We took them everywhere with us. We still had a good time.
Yep.
And kids kids be in their own world, so you can't say we need alone time. Alone time for what? If you wanted alone time, you shouldn't have had no fucking kids.
I mean, there is time. When we say alone time, we mean time like just me and you, like no distractions, you know?
What's a distraction? My children ain't a distraction, they're a blessing.
Like, you know, when you go on a date and like you ain't got your phone out, like you ain't got the TV in the background, you ain't got the PlayStation going, like the kids ain't screaming, hollering, talking about some she took my toy and I want some fucking Cheez-Its and shit like that. Like, you just want like to be in the zone when you're significant other.
What's the zone?
Like,
that's what I don't never understand.
It's just
like we want alone time. Your alone time, when we laying in bed together, that's alone time.
You know how whenever you playing your game and you just like concentrated on that only?
Yes.
And you block everything out?
I guess.
Okay, then that's what that is.
Yeah, but how you gonna do that with somebody else in the room?
I mean, like, just like if you're having like a good conversation and you both like laughing and, you know, just having a good time, like that to me is being in the zone. Like, it ain't
I feel
nothing
like we can have that conversation in bed. That's free.
What?
We laying together in bed before both of us knock out.
Oh god.
Sit there, have you a nice conversation.
And then one of y'all like just freaking doze off and be like, "Hey, you sleep?"
Nah, don't touch me and ask me if I'm asleep. If I didn't answer your question, I'm asleep.
No, but I don't know. I feel like
ladies, don't be waking a nigga up in the middle of the night trying to have conversations. You're not gonna get the results you want if you're doing that.
You gonna be mad. You're like, damn, can I sleep?
Or right before he about to fall asleep. If he been at work all day and you done had this question or this thing you want to talk about all day and you wait till he about to fall asleep, you're not gonna get the results you want.
That's true, ladies. Don't do that shit. I know from personal experience.
It was like, I just been thinking. Well, you can think for 8 more hours. Because you gonna hold on to them thoughts till your brain explodes.
Oh god. But no. I mean, like I said, everyone's relationship and definition of like keeping a spark alive is different. Like for us it could mean one thing, and for somebody else it could mean something totally different.
Yeah, it could mean conversations or throwing that ass back or it could just mean you doing things that you did when y'all first started, or like y'all taking up each other's hobbies. Or going out and doing something like wine tasting or what's it, the wine and painting shit. I don't know. I see people do it. I'd try it, but yeah, you ain't gonna get me to try no wild shit like going to no goddamn amusement park and no shit like that.
Not even skydiving.
Skydive off these nuts. I ain't jumping out no perfectly good plane. First off, you gotta get me in the plane for me to jump out that motherfucker. That's not gonna happen. Yeah. Somebody asked about going through cell phones. Going through cell phones. I mean, you gonna go through their cell phone. Yep. There's curiosity. You see they acting different, or they favor in their phone or whatever. You just gonna go through it. Whether it's just curiosity.
Yeah, everyone does that. Don't say y'all ain't done that shit, because everybody done done it. Everybody done it.
I don't do it.
Well, a lot of people do it. Let's just say that. A lot of people do it.
The great Cochise Fripp told me one time. Oh, shit. You go through that phone, you gonna find some shit you didn't want to see.
That's true.
And every time I think about it, I'm like, nah. I'm good.
But what if you go through somebody's phone and you don't find nothing?
I ain't trying to. Then you feel guilty that you didn't trust them.
Exactly.
That's why I'm like, if she got a secret, she hiding it better than most of them.
No, like going through a phone, like, yeah, you get curious and shit, but I feel like if you go through somebody's phone, like you already expect to find something.
Facts.
So you just go, and if you don't find something, you probably gonna piss yourself off, or like you said, feel guilty.
Because if you go through their phone and you don't find nothing, and they find out you went through their phone, oh boy, best believe
they gonna light your ass up.
Oh, that's material for at least the next 6 months.
Yep. But no, I feel like if you have something to ask, just ask them. You should, if you're in a relationship, you should be comfortable enough asking questions. You should be like, hey, so I saw that you was talking to so and so. What's that about?
She throwing that ass back. That's what it's about.
Or not that. It just be you just sit them down and you'd be like, hey, like I noticed you've been acting different. Like is something going on? Like
Yeah, the bills piling up.
You know, like stuff like that.
Help me pay one of them.
I feel like you should be like you should be comfortable enough like asking questions like that. But
that's true.
But then at the same time, I feel like people do it because they've done it before in previous relationships, and all that shit just carries over.
Yeah, so like it becomes a force of habit.
Yeah. Cause
well, not necessarily, because when I was with, I'm not gonna say their name. When I was with one of my exes, I used to like keep hella tabs on them. But I was like 18, 19 years old, and I was like super insecure, and I'd already been done dirty a few times, and I was just, and I was living away from home, so like I was always keeping tabs on them, jealous and accusing them and all this other shit. Meanwhile, I was wilding.
And you know what they say? I've heard this so many times. Like if you accusing somebody of something, it's probably because you have done it or something's going on. But that's not always true.
You the guilty one.
But that's not always true. I feel like if if you notice, you know, that they're acting different, just ask. Just be open. Have that communication. Because if you don't have communication,
sit them down and talk about it and be like, "Hey, nigga, seen you was talking to Sharkeisha. What's all that about? She teaching you how to box or y'all fucking?"
Yeah, no. Just be open.
Because if y'all fucking, she better be teaching you how to box, because I'm about to go upside your head. They said somebody asked about opposite gender friends. I mean, I have opposite gender friends, like good friends, but Cindy don't, because that's not allowed.
Oh God, so one-sided. But anyway.
Well, I don't mind it, but if it's a dude, it gotta be gay. He gotta be gay.
I have nothing.
I know how y'all niggas in the friend zone be.
Just be waiting.
You lurking. Waiting on me to slip up. And guess what? I don't slip.
No. I don't have male friends. I mean, I had one, excuse me, a long time ago. I was in college.
Yeah, niggas she used to talk to.
Oh my God. Anyway, let's not get into that.
He's now been eliminated from the equation. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, I stopped talking. I mean, it was a good friendship, but at the same time, it was just like, I thought about it, like, you know, because I'm just like, it's not even worth it. Because it was like, it's a good friendship, but I feel like if it causes an issue and your significant other don't feel like, I don't know, if it causes problems, like if it causes a lot of friction in your relationship, just let it go. Because
you know why I don't want her having male friends? Because I was a male friend once. I was a male friend, and I told y'all last episode, I was super grimy.
But not everybody's like that.
I was shit.
At least
I was so untrustworthy. Oh my God. So I had this girlfriend named Naima. She's never gonna see this because she blocked me years ago. For what reason, I don't fucking know. But she was dating my homeboy. But my homeboy was dating another girl because Naima didn't go to our school. She went to our school freshman year, but after freshman year, she left. And then she came back later, and I was like, damn, Naima looking real good right now. Bro, I went and gave her a hug and everything. I was like, she a woman now. But so my boy Amir was dating Naima, and he was dating this girl named Katie. But Katie went to our school. Naima didn't. Naima had graduated early, so she was in college. And I was like, oh shit, college girl. And so I was texting Naima back and forth. Nothing like super grimy, like I'm gonna leave Amir. But I was like kind of coaching Amir because he was like going back and forth, like just trying to decide. So I was like, yeah, like, because I wasn't gonna be like, yeah, Amir cheating on you. Like I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't that type of nigga. But I was like, hey, Katie, like, Katie here, you smashing Katie, you're not smashing Naima, and Naima far, you don't really see her, just go ahead and dump her, blah, blah, blah. And I was just coaching. It was more coaching than anything. And so he ended up breaking up with her, and I was like, and now on the same side, I was like, well, you got to do what you got to do if you feel like a beer's not treating you right. I was playing both sides of the fence.
Oh,
super grimy. But they broke up, right? And I swooped in there like, goddamn, a cheetah on a goddamn antelope. I was in there like swimwear.
He was lurking.
Oh, and then she was mine. And then I went to mosque. And that's how I became Muslim. Not really. Nah, not really. I did go to mosque though. Never again. Never again will I ever go to mosque. They deceived me. I was hoodwinked and bamboozled, led astray. They told me it was a 2-hour service. Literally, I had my watch on that day. First off, we got in there and they didn't tell me that the genders are separated. So I'm sitting around a bunch of complete strangers. And so, I'm like, sitting there they talking 2 hours hit. Everybody get up and stretch. I was like, all right, we up out of here. I done got up, I'm stretched like, And I was like, all right, intermission is over. Back for the second half. I was like, bitch, that was a halftime? This is a football game? Another 2 hours. And you know what they talked about the whole time? How 9/11 was a conspiracy. How the government was behind 9/11. Bro, I felt so trapped in there. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm kind of glad we broke up like soon after that. Like, her parents were never going to get me to go to mosque again. Never. And they didn't eat bacon, but whatever.
I mean, you didn't eat bacon.
Because of Amir, honestly. I stopped eating bacon in support of my Muslim friend.
And that lasted so long.
It lasted like 9 years. And then I gave it up. I couldn't stop. I wasn't going to not eat pork chops forever. I wasn't going to be able to do that one. But opposite gender friends, like, I done been that friend, so
I mean, not everyone's like
I know
that,
how
though.
your dudes is. Unless a nigga gay.
Honestly, I feel like it's easier for males to have female friends. Because, I mean, I would assume it's easier for you guys. I mean, I wouldn't even say that because some dudes be crossing the line. Or they try to cross that line and they get shot down. But, I don't know.
That's when you gotta cut that friend off.
Oh, Jesus. So it's okay for male...
If she don't throw that ass back, it's time for her to go.
So it's okay for y'all to have female friends. And have a thing for them. And just one day hope and pray that you're going to, get the booty.
Facts. That's the only reason dudes ever in the friend zone.
But it's not okay for a female to have a male friend in the friend zone and just one day be like, you know what? I'm going to let him hit.
No.
But what if they single?
Well, if y'all single, then whatever.
Oh, but if they in a relationship, is wrong.
Obviously.
Oh, my God.
Obviously.
Because, Jesus Christ. This is going to be a whole hour-long debate.
It's motherfuckers always trying to climb their way out the friend zone.
Well, yeah, and I feel like females try it too, especially if they got a thing for the dude. Like,
I ain't never seen no female try to crawl out the friend zone.
I mean,
because ain't no dude ever legitly friend zoned a female.
I guess that shit only happens on TV. Oh.
She gotta have like stank pussy or bad breath. She gotta look like a goddamn wildebeest for him to permanently. And even then, on a bad day, she might get the dick. He going through a drought and he might drop it off in her.
I feel like
that's how y'all be getting these ain't shit baby mamas for real.
But I feel like if you want to have a male friend, I feel like it's okay, but at the same time, it's always gonna cause some kind of issue, especially if you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Cause your dude gonna get jealous.
First of all, I don't get jealous.
He gonna get not jealous, but he gonna be mad. Cause like let's just say that you and your man get into an argument. And you go to him for
Don't be running and tell no nigga no shit I said.
Well, he said
this because I know what that nigga gonna say. Oh, you deserve better, sweetie. He gonna be like Derek Jackson on YouTube. That nigga ain't shit, boy.
No,
I swear Derek Jackson the most ain't shit motherfucker I've ever seen on YouTube. All he do is tear down men. That's all he do is say how men ain't shit. Like, you ain't a man, you ain't got a dick between your legs. What you talking about? That's what dudes in the friend zone do.
Yeah, but I mean, like I was saying, like if you have a male friend, you go to him for like advice, like unbiased advice, and he's straight up with you. I feel like I feel like that's a friendship that you you feel like you'd want to keep, but like I said, if it causes friction between your relationship and your marriage, then obviously you gotta do something about it. Because what would you rather do? Lose your marriage or relationship over a friend who you probably ain't gonna get to smash or anything like that, just gonna be a friend forever?
How enticed am I about this pussy?
Exactly.
Like how?
I mean, I feel
you gotta weigh. You gotta weigh it. Like you gotta. How well is my lady throwing it back compared to how well this chick could possibly be throwing it back?
And then you would, and like I
if
feel
your
like
girl doing circus backflips and shit in the bedroom, I'm pretty sure this other chick ain't doing all that.
But I mean, I feel like I don't know. I feel like guys like they test the waters, and they y'all test
dab
the
your
water.
toe in the water.
Yeah, you like stick your toe in the water, and you're like, man, maybe one day I get to, you know,
the temperature is just right.
One day
for
you'll
me
be like,
to
man.
dive in.
But then I don't know. Like I don't mind not having male friends. I really don't care for it. I'm just like whatever.
So now that I'm older and more mature, back when I was a fuckboy, I was always trying to get somebody to break up with their nigga to get with me. Now that I'm more mature, I'd be 100% on the dude side. I'm like, well, I mean, look at it this way. Like, I mean,
and that's what I feel
she's like, oh, well, he was talking to this other chick. I mean, like, well, what did they talk about? Maybe she was coming over to, maybe he was asking her about you. Maybe he was trying to find better ways to please you. And it was like, oh, well, he was sending dick pics. Well, maybe he was just trying to get, you know,
you're doing
a
too
second
much.
opinion on the side.
No. Ain't no fucking way.
I'd be fighting for men now. I'd be like,
that's like if a female send her male friend a pic of her like ass or her titties and be like, hey, you think these look good? And your man find that shit? And you'd be like, oh no, he was just trying to see what they look like. Could you imagine? I'm sure somebody out there has done that. They'd be like, oh no, it was just playing. All this
I'm about to hit you with them Mortal Kombat uppercuts.
But no. I don't know. I feel like it.
Fellas, don't be sending dick pics. It's a crime now.
Yeah, don't do that shit.
Don't be sending unsolicited dick pics.
He must be like, oh, he sent me this picture without me wanting it.
I don't even ask bitches questions without asking them if I can ask them a question.
No, I feel like
I don't even talk to the cashier at the grocery store no more. Bitch asked me how my day was. I'm like, I don't trust y'all hoes.
No, I feel like having friends of different genders, of opposite gender, it probably starts off good, but then something always happens and it fucks it up. Something always happens and it fucks it up. So I feel like that never really lasts unless like you've had this friendship though. But what if like let's say you had a female friend that you've known for forever.
Like Taylor.
Yes. I feel like if you're upfront with your significant other about like your friendships, then I feel like that shouldn't be an issue. Unless like they've crossed that line or, you know.
Yeah, like so like with the Taylors, like I would be able to talk to them. It was two separate Taylors, both from Houston or whatever. But I met them. One I went to high school with. The other I met when I was joining the Marine Corps. And like I would talk to them on the phone at home. Like if you can't talk to them on the phone at your house without your lady or somebody listening, and you like getting off the phone, then you probably shouldn't be talking to them.
Yep.
So like if Taylor would call, like she'd ask who I was talking to. I'm like, I'm talking to Taylor. She'd, oh, tell Taylor I said hey. So like that, and like just shit like that back and forth. Or when Taylor got into when the other Taylor that was a Marine got into a motorcycle out here, and I drove out to see her. She was like, she messaged Taylor on her own and talked to Taylor, and they talked back and forth. So like you can have friends like that, but there was like it was obviously known, and like they knew each other and were okay with it.
But I feel like if they're not okay with it, just end it, because it's just gonna keep coming back up.
Yeah.
They gonna make comments like, "Oh, you still talking to her?" Or they gonna get mad and you know.
Must be talking to that bitch.
Yep.
Why she gotta be all that?
Because that's what females are sometimes. But no.
Why do women? So this week I saw Instagram live with Boris Kojo and his wife, Nicole Ari Parker. First off, she don't have Boris Kojo's last name, which is right there a problem.
Maybe should have won his last name.
This is not a choice, bitch.
What?
It's not a choice. Okay. Once you marry me, we are one, and you are taking my last name.
I guess.
You are no longer whatever your last name was prior to us getting together. Also, so she gets on there and they're on IG Live with another couple. They're having like a little date night. Like Boris and his girl got food and the other couple got food. And like, this is why females can't have male friends. Right? And like why some dudes is just fuck boys. So the chick was like, oh, I remember, or Boris Kojo's wife was like, I miss when it was like dating and he would come up behind me and kiss me on my neck. And the other dude was like, I still do that, Boris.
That's childish.
And I was like, and Boris was like, okay. Boris was not there for the shits.
He's like, so?
Boris was not there for the shits. But like, she was like, oh, like that's why, you know, when you see a text message, why you respond to it from somebody else, like that's why you can get put in a coma, bitch, if you keep fucking playing with me. Y'all women, it started with Nicole Ari Parker. No, it started with Ayesha Curry and Jada Pinkett.
Oh, God.
Because that's where all this shit started from. About women, like, liking attention from other men and all this other stuff. You know, they can give you all the attention that you want at your funeral. When I murder both of y'all, I'll put y'all in the same casket. Y'all be together forever. Give you all the attention you don't want.
My thing is, why would you want attention from somebody other than your significant other?
I mean, like, it's good, but like for you to go, like, it's nice when somebody, like, you go out somewhere and someone's like, man, those are nice shoes, or you look real nice,
yeah.
Or like you got a nice smile, like or some shit like that, like a compliment. But like when y'all taking it overboard and like a dude texting you texting back for like, it's like at that point you just going too far, because you would be mad if the shoe was on the other foot.
Yeah, you would. I get that.
So I just like, I feel, and also you don't have to announce it to the world. Like I feel like Ayesha Curry and Nicole Ari Parker were just super disrespectful to their men by announcing that to the world. Like that's a conversation. Like if you feel like you, like, because Ayesha Curry was like, oh, Steph treats me great, but you know, I like getting hit on by other men. Like, bitch, Steph Curry made you. We would not know who Ayesha Curry. You wouldn't have no TV show because your food ain't that good and you ain't that cute. She got a head like goddamn Hannah Montana.
Oh my God.
Ayesha Curry is not cute. So this bitch would not be famous if it wasn't for Steph.
She's all right.
Okay. She still wouldn't be famous if it wasn't for Steph. Also, Nicole Ari Parker, bitch, you not that good in actors. You not. I be thinking you Vanessa Williams all the time.
You know, I thought that once too. And I was like, oh shit, that's not her.
She a knockoff Vanessa Williams, man.
Oh my God.
So for you to be out here putting, and women love them some Boris Kojo. I don't know what it is about a light-skinned Morris Chestnut, but they love them some Boris Kojo.
You know that.
And I'm pretty sure he can get anybody he wants.
I mean, probably just because of who he is. Like,
and ain't nobody checking for Nicole Ari Parker like that. You
mean,
basic, bitch.
You're right. That was a disrespectful.
Only people in Nicole Ari Parker DMs is them old men that be under the young girls' photos talking about beautiful. That's who be in her DMs. Girl, you looking lovely. Lord has blessed you today. Deacon Jones be in her DMs. Not P. Diddy. P. Diddy's a bad example. But ain't no A-list stars in her DMs.
How we know
no
that,
Chris Browns in her DMs.
How you know that?
Deacon Jones, Reverend Jones, Brother Jones, them who in her DMs. The ushers from churches in her DMs. Talking about the Lord has blessed you. Trying to come over and have sermons at her crib.
Yeah, I didn't agree. You're right. It does. It was kind of it sounded disrespectful because if you see the comments, at least
And then
I read
if you
some of
look
it.
at Boris did not want to be a part of this conversation
Yeah.
at all. He
Even
was just
with-
trying to eat his food. He probably didn't even want to be on IG Live with them people in the first place. Them look like them was Nicole's friends. Them was Nicole's friends they was talking to.
Yeah, no. I feel like if it's just the way that you say some things. Like if you like Aisha Curry, she says she like getting attention from other men, like getting hit on. Like you probably shouldn't say shit like that on like an interview or like TV or like anything. Just like if that's how you feel, then tell your significant other. Don't be announcing that shit to the world, because.
And by the way, Steph Curry, stay out that white girl DMs, bro. Stay out that white girl DMs. I heard about he been in that girl's, I don't know how to say her last name, that girl Sabrina that just went #1 overall for the WNBA. She said Steph Curry be texting me about every day to come to Under Armour. Yeah, he trying to have you under something. But it ain't under the armor. Not the armor of the Lord like he be preaching. And Steph, you knew she was going to Nike. She was cool with Kobe. You knew she wasn't going to no weak ass Under Armour. First off, your shoes ugly. Them shits look like they was made for motherfuckers that smoke crack.
Oh my god.
They giving your shoes out for free at crackhead conventions.
Oh,
The
Lord.
crackhead Olympics. Niggas running the 40-yard dash in your shoes. You should have knew she wasn't going to no goddamn Under Armour. Steph Curry trying to get some of that white meat. Trying to get him a case like Kobe. R.I.P. R.I.P. to the Mamba. That's what he gonna get. Alright. Don't lose your individuality during your relationship. You have to understand, and I just told somebody about this today. You have to understand that you are you're a human being. You are an adult. Before you got in a relationship with your significant other, you were your own person. When you get in that relationship, you are still your own person. Like, yes, y'all compromise on some things and y'all come together for some things, but you are still your own person. Like, people, one thing I never understood was when men say that they have to ask their wife if they can go somewhere. That shit blows my fucking mind. Like, I'm not asking this motherfucker to go anywhere. She ain't my mama.
Thank God.
She ain't giving me no permission slip to go nowhere. Yeah, I understand, like, let that person know, like, yo, I'm about to go out with the boys. Or
give
like,
them a heads up.
Yeah, I'm about to go out this, or ask them if they had anything planned on that day. But you should never, as an adult, have to go and be like, hey, do you mind if I go with the guys, or if I go with my homegirls and we go out and do this and blah, blah. No, you should never have to do that. Because when you were single, you wasn't out there asking nobody for permission.
But then some people see it as being respectful, which I understand. I get that. Like, if you tell me you're going out with the guys, I just be like, oh, where you going? Or,
Don't ask me where I'm going.
Or I'll be like, oh, who I'm going to be there? I feel like people...
The hoes.
Oh my God. People ask that because they just want to know, like, if you're going to be okay. Like, are they going to need to, like, give you a ride or, whatever. But it's just, if anything happens, they know where you're at.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you let them know, like, hey, I'm going to go out with the guys. This is where we're going to be at. We going here. We going to Buffalo Wild Wings, or we going wherever to watch the fight or whatever. Like, if I go out with Daly, I'm like, I'm about to go out with Tyler. Me and Tyler about to go watch the fights. That's it.
All right, cool.
That's it. You ain't like, oh, would you mind if I go? Like, no. That's some shit you do when you're a child and you asking your parents for permission.
You grown.
Or in my boy Jamal's case, if you're 25 and you still got to ask your parents for permission. But that's not here nor there. That's a story for another day. Now, the 7-year itch. Somebody asked me about the 7-year itch. Well, we haven't hit 7 years yet.
That's a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Oh.
We haven't hit the 7-year itch yet. We on year 6. And so I'll let you know when we get there. She got about 6 more months before I decide if I'm ready to kick ass down the flight of stairs.
Oh God.
Nah, so they say it's about when people start getting frustrated with the relationship, and when people start thinking they're not happy, or they're getting restless or relentless and all this other stuff. That around the 7-year mark, that's when people start getting divorced and stuff. And some people 100% believe that relationships should only last 7 years. That's a chick that I forgot her name. She gets divorced every 7 years because she thinks relationships should only last that long.
The fuck?
Yeah, I forgot how many times they said she's been married. She's been married like 3 times or some shit.
I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I feel like it don't have to hit 7 years for somebody to be like, oh,
I'm sick of your ass.
Yeah, exactly. You can be sick of them 2 weeks after you get married. And you be like, God damn, I made a mistake.
I've been sick of this motherfucker for 5.5.
But no, I mean, I guess it happens. I don't know. I feel like every year you just face. This one thing I do know is that, at least I feel like it could be kind of true, is that like every year you like hit like you like overcome something in a relationship. It could be minor, it could be major, but I feel like something happens.
Yeah, like there's always like a bump in the road. No relationship's perfect.
No,
you're gonna have to make compromises and do all kinds of things. Like you gotta like do things together. Like make sure you include the other person. Like if y'all have like hobbies or whatever, y'all have similar interests or anything, you just have to include them, even if you necessarily wouldn't on a regular basis. If you know that person is like needing some quality time or needing time with you or wanting time with you, just include them in some of the shit you do, like going to the gym, going to the store,
playing video games,
watching TV, like watch something together, find a show that y'all both want to watch. Or like right now she's here at the podcast, like, and she's always the first person to listen to every episode. So just things like that, just keep them involved, because like a lot of reasons people grow apart is because they don't do things together. Get drunk together, fuck, shit.
That's a vibe right there, man.
It's not really.
Whatever.
Not with this one. Not when this one get drunk.
Y'all don't want to see me drunk.
It's a vibe killer.
If you've drank with me and I've gotten drunk, then we real friends.
If you ain't had to take care of her when you drunk, it's the most annoying person to take care of. It's like taking care of a teenager. Just a bipolar teenager. I don't want to lay the fuck down.
That's been a while though. I know my limit now.
Yeah, well, sure. Also, have an open dialogue. Keep the communication open. You gotta keep talking to each other. Let them know like when you're not feeling good, when you need to talk or something like that. Keep having sex, obviously. Try more adventurous things in sex.
Don't stop throwing it back.
Don't, like, not even just throwing it back. You gotta be willing to try things that they want to try. Like, if you...
Get a sex swing.
Okay. If there's something that they have been asking you over and over to try, fucking try it. God damn.
Just go for it.
Or just like, even if you don't like it, just if they like it, do it. First off, if you're not sucking dick or eating pussy, then you're not getting married to begin with. So that's like that's out of the question. If you somehow do, trust me, you're gonna get cheated on. I promise you. If you a chick that don't suck dick, or you a dude that don't eat pussy, I promise you, somebody about to be eating that shit like fucking Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts.
I'm telling you, somebody gonna be eating that pussy like fucking putting a goddamn hot calzone on their face.
No, I mean, I feel like oral sex is like not everyone wants to do it. But I feel like it pleasures both people. But if your man likes it, just do it. Just do it. Like,
no, don't just do it. Love it.
Love it. Yes, love it. Watch
videos. If you don't,
man.
if you just doing it just to do it, that shit gonna be trash. And
that's true.
You and him just gonna be waiting for it to be over. And he gonna be like
forced.
He gonna be just so eager to text his side bitch. Be like, just to tell her how trash your head is.
Yeah,
He's like, I need some head because this bitch can't do it.
If you're gonna do it, invest in it, like love it. Don't just do it. Don't just do it just because he wanted to do it. Enjoy it.
Also,
fake it till you make it if you got to. Goddamn.
Don't fake it. I want my love to be real.
People don't like that though. Some people don't like that.
Like Jodeci, tell me it's real. Well, Casey and JoJo, not Jodeci, but same shit. Chinese people. Don't compare your relationships.
Don't do that.
Do not compare your relationship to someone else's relationship because no relationships are the same. Like, if you see another couple that's happy, so the fuck what? You see them happy. You don't know. They could be fucking
faking it.
Ready to rumble boxing Afro Thunder in that bitch in the crib. Fucking throwing haymakers. Mike Tyson Fight Night round 3. Like, you don't know what they doing like behind closed doors.
Nope.
So don't just because y'all go out and you see them happy or you think they got great dynamic or whatever, think that that's like the whole picture and that's how your relationship should be. Because y'all 4 different people, honestly.
Yep, that's true.
So.
And don't be letting your girlfriends get your head about your relationship. I mean, they can give you advice if you ask for it and you can take it, but don't let other people dictate what you got to do in your relationship. Because at the end of the day, you got to go home with them. And
if you're not happy in your relationship, just get a side bitch.
That's not the answer to everything.
That's the answer.
No, it's not. Because then that just causes problems.
Ask for a side bitch.
That causes problems. Because if you ask your significant other for a side piece, you're going to be like, am I not good enough? What am I not doing right?
Nothing. I just want 2 of you.
Why would you want to deal with 2 people? Didn't you say there was a lot of workmates having a girlfriend, side piece, and another relationship in your last podcast?
It was. But it's worth it.
I guess.
First off, niggas out here cheating for nothing. Like, they out here getting side pieces with no, like, what's the real reward? The real satisfaction is asking for it, getting it, and then, like, having it without feeling guilty about it. I mean, there's probably some dudes out here that have no conscience and just be out here slinging dick to the world. And them the motherfuckers that be having STDs. And, you know, whatever. To each his own, but me, like, I would rather, like, that's just a G move. That's a pimp move. You ask for a chick, get a chick. Now you got 2 chicks. 1 + 1 is 2. Simple addition. Then you, like,
I don't know, but I feel like that don't suit everybody.
It don't suit everybody, but everybody should be open to it.
I mean,
Because what could really go wrong?
Sister wives.
Them people look happy as hell.
They look happy, but you don't know if they're happy.
Nah, did you say that? You don't know what's going on in their real life.
That's true.
But on TV, they're happy, and that's good enough for me.
Just be a Mormon.
People out here praying to Kim Kardashian. But you see sister wives and you don't think that could work for you? You got a best friend? Just let your man smash.
Oh God.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's worth a try. Unless your best friend look like goddamn warthog, and in that case, ain't nobody trying to go whaling out here. Not saying there's anything wrong with big girls, but
big girls need love too.
Ain't nothing wrong with no big girls. I done had my fair share. But I don't know. You gotta keep your relationship fresh. You gotta. It's not gonna last the honeymoon phase where y'all, you hang up first. You hang up first. No, you hang up first. That shit makes me want to throw up when I hear it now. Like, it's not, your relationship's never gonna be like that. Like, it's not gonna be like that forever at all. Like, it's gonna be times when you're looking at them and you're like you go roll over in the morning, you be like, this motherfucker's still here.
Not even that.
Go home. And you remember, this stay home too.
Not even that. It's just I feel like the honeymoon stage is like you're not living together. I mean, after you married, I guess, like, you know, because you're getting to know that person, you know.
And y'all fucking all the time.
Yeah, and all that shit. But after a while, like, it's not, like, people just stop doing it. But I feel like every now and then you gotta, like, be, like you said, just keep it adventurous, you know? The little shit that they like, that they used to like, you know? Or that they
if
like
she wants you to suck on her toes, suck on them toes. Not no shit I'd ever do, so. If y'all doing that in y'all bedroom,
hey.
Don't come to my house drinking off my cups. That shit is foul. But like you gotta do those things. And ladies, you can't expect them to keep up the same shit they was trying to get. Like, so what the man was trying to do was doing for you, and all the sweet shit he was doing when he was trying to get the pussy. He's not gonna keep that up. I promise you. If he was getting you flowers, sending you good morning texts, blah blah blah. Once y'all married, what are you gonna send you a good morning text for? Y'all sleep next to each other.
I mean, unless he gone, like, you know, business trips or like.
If he gone, he working,
like that.
Trying to provide for your ain't shit ass.
I mean, everybody's relationship is different. There's guys out there who probably keep that shit up and, you know, just more so to please. But I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't doing nothing to please nobody.
Oh my god.
Not no good morning text type shit. Like, good morning text? The fuck I look like? Motherfucker, I sleep next to you and wake up next to you every day. Good morning. The good morning should be the fact that I didn't smother you in your sleep.
Or that you actually woke up.
Oh, I'm gonna wake up. God has great plans for my life. I'm gonna wake up. This train ain't stopping. But that's all we got for this week. You got anything else?
Hold on, let me see my notes real quick.
Oh, why are men so difficult?
I got another one, yes.
Why are men so complicated? So, my sister-in-law, right? Dating a dude twice her age. Doing things that I did when I was 18, 19 years old. Like, that's how childish this dude is. But she's in love. And I'm not mad at her. Like, men aren't complicated. We are simple beings. Fuck boys are complicated.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Fuck boys be out here making us men look bad. That's how y'all be getting them ain't shit baby daddies that don't take care of their kids. Or just like to play games. I don't understand how you 40 and like to play games.
It's not a good look.
Like, you don't get tired. Like, I remember when I was back in the Disney when I was a fuck boy. And I used to just be texting like all the same people. The same text messages.
Oh, God.
The same good morning beautiful text. Or the same I miss you text. And then you could see the responses from people. And you just like, ah. And you gotta do that. You gotta keep that shit up every day. That shit is tiring. Super tiring. Like, I ain't got that kind of energy.
Ladies.
I don't.
Oh, are you done? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Don't nag your man to death.
Please don't.
Please don't nag your man to death.
Please.
Please don't. He gonna choke you.
I got one that don't nag, but like Cindy don't nag, but I done seen some people that nag, and I just be like, bro, how did you live with that?
One thing, sorry to cut
go
you
ahead.
off. The one thing that I see a lot nowadays, especially now with like quarantine and all this shit, females get mad when a man is playing video games. Like, why? Why are you gonna get mad about that? Why?
Yeah,
he's not out there.
He not out there risking y'all lives by getting pussy during quarantine.
He's not out there doing all kinds of crazy shit. Like, he's at home. He's good. He's just chilling it. You know, talking to his boys. Whatever.
Oh, like perfect example. Like last week, a chick, she put up a video of her boyfriend was playing video games, and she's like, "I'm so sick of him playing video games." And I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "Cause I'm bored."
So?
And I was like, she's like, "I'm bored. I want to have sex." I was like, "Well, suck his dick while he's playing video games."
There you go.
And then she messaged back. She's like, "I did it. It worked." I was like, "I'm a genius. I guess
Don't nag him.
Like, yeah, like how
He
you
don't
mad that
be-
he playing video games?
He don't be. I mean, I don't know.
What else you want him to do during quarantine? Sit there and stare at your ass?
Just think about it. Like, you make him go do all kinds of shit that you want to do. And in his mind, he probably like, God damn, I can't wait to get home and play that goddamn game. The whole time, he just be like, fuck, can we go home?
When your lady want to go to the mall and shop and all sort of shit, and you just like, man.
And he's there.
Sitting there,
He's not
lying,
nagging.
saying you look good in that dress. Knowing damn well you don't, because half y'all chicks, y'all niggas be lying.
Like, if
Y'all
you-
be looking like bread baking around twine. 7 pounds of shit in a 3-pound bag.
Yeah, just let him do what he gotta do. Just
So
let
he
him
out
do it.
there doing the shit you want to do because you just gonna nag him if he don't. When he done doing the shit you want to do, let him do some shit he want to do and just leave him alone.
Leave him alone. He gonna come to you at the end of the night wanting to get some booty.
I don't know about all that.
I mean, he might not, but if he do, then he do. Whatever. Like,
Not if my team lose on Sunday.
don't nag him. Let him be. Cause
Cindy
whenever-
already know during football season on Sunday.
at
just
10 o'clock.
once
don't
10
talk to
o'clock
him.
hit, don't speak to me. I'm not married and I don't have no kids. When the Packers is playing, that's my only family.
Shit, I used to go do groceries, do all kinds of shit on Sundays. Be like,
That's your time to get shit done. Take the kids with you.
But no, don't nag him.
It's because if the Packers is losing, or Saturday too, because if my Longhorns is losing,
Oh God, Lord,
somebody
forbid.
might die in the house.
You're gonna die alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, me. I may be gone off the Evan.
Evan Williams. Oh hell no.
No, I don't drink that Evan. I drink that Tanqueray. But yeah, don't nag your man. Just let him be him. Let him do the shit he likes to do. Cause when you do the shit you want to do, like when you go get your nails done and all this other shit, if you go by yourself, he not gonna bother you. He not mad like, oh, you always going out getting your nails done. Blah. No, he not even going. That's a losing battle. He not even gonna fight that one. And if y'all go out shopping and all this other shit, he gonna go. He not gonna complain. He gonna bide his time because he know when he get back to the crib, he don't want to be fucked with. But y'all ladies, y'all be finding a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
And also, don't bring up old issues as a guilt trip.
Oh my God.
Don't do that shit.
If I cheated on you in 96, leave it in 96, bitch. It's 2020.
I mean, people heal, in their own time, but about shit like that. But just don't bring it up.
Women, y'all heal like stab wounds. God damn. Shit take forever.
You get your insides torn up. But no, don't bring that shit up. Because it's just going to cause problems.
Don't be bringing up old
Talk
shit.
about it when it happened or a few days after it happened. Fucking let it go. I mean, every now and then.
If you
might
say you
think about
forgive
that
me, then
shit.
I don't want to hear shit about it.
I mean, you can forgive, but you can't forget.
I didn't say forget, but once you forgive me, you can't bring it up in an argument no more.
You can't bring it up in an argument, but if it still bothers you, then sit down and talk about it. Or
If you gonna
try
keep
to.
bringing it up, just be gone, because I ain't trying to have that kind of toxicity in my life.
But yeah, don't bring it up and try to be like,
Who,
oh.
how dare you bring up my mistakes to me? Bitch, I know what I did.
Yeah. And
I don't
vice
need
versa.
you reminding me.
And vice versa. Don't do that. That's just toxic. You did it in your last relationship, cool. See where it led you? Out of it. Something else.
Yeah, you nagging your nigga, you gonna be single.
Yep. Don't nag him.
Talking about
Be
dudes
his
ain't
peace.
shit.
Be his peace.
Or get hit with a two-piece.
Don't be his headache.
Be his piece or get hit with a two-piece
Oh,
and
God.
and get a headache. Y'all want equal rights, equal fights. That's all I'm saying. So when I throw you the gloves and the headgear, don't be surprised. I tell you to chunk them up. Just be ready to defend yourself. But anything else?
No.
I think that's all we got.
Throw it back, ladies.
Throw that ass back.
Make it clap.
Hey, it's 2020. Y'all better be throwing it back. It better be Cirque du Soleil in your bedroom.
Oh my God. Get a sex swing, y'all.
She's saying that like she got one.
No, we don't got one. We just remember that conversation we had in the garage one night.
See, this is why she don't need no alcohol.
That shit was funny.
But yeah, throw that ass back, eat the booty hole,
The rusty donut.
the rusty donut, lick the brown Cheerios. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do to keep your marriage intact and the spark lit.
Yep.
Litty like Tory Lanez. You know what I'm saying? That is it for episode 5 of Universally Controversial. I didn't even say the damn intro, but whatever. Y'all got it.